Good morning, everyone. So, got a question for you. If I have this knife and I'm holding on to it and I ask you to take it away from me, you could probably take it away from me if I'm just holding it like this, right? If I'm gripping it, it might be a little bit of a struggle, but nonetheless, you could probably take it from me. But what if I held it like this and I asked you, would you please take this away from me? What would you do? Seriously, what would you do? Because if you care about me, you can't just yank this away. If you pull it, I'm going to bleed. If you rip it out of my hands, I'm going to get hurt. The tighter I grip this, the worse the damage becomes. So what would you do? See, I think you would probably wait. You would talk to me and ask me to let it go. You'd say, Wes, just open your hand. Because there's no way that you can take this from me without my cooperation. And I wonder, how often do we do the exact same thing with God? See, we come to Him and we say, God, take away my anger, but we keep feeding it. God, take away my bitterness, but we replay the offense over and over every day. God, take away my anxiety. I'm just tired of worrying about this. But then we keep gripping control. God, I just want you to take away this addiction. But then we still make room for it in our everyday life. God, take away my pride. But we refuse to humble ourselves. God, take away this relationship. But then we won't stop texting. God, would you please take away this fear that I have? But then we keep bowing to it. And then we wonder why nothing changes, right? Could it be that God is not withholding freedom? Could it be that we're still holding the blade? Because here's what I've learned. Most of us don't hold on to things because we just love them. We hold on to these things that we're trying to give to God because we're afraid. We're afraid of who we'd be without them. Afraid of what happens next. Afraid of losing control. Afraid of the unknown. And fear has a funny way of convincing us that the thing hurting us is actually protecting us, right? So we grip harder. Meanwhile, our hands are bleeding. Our marriages are bleeding. Our peace is bleeding. Our joy is bleeding. Our relationship with God is bleeding. And we're just asking Him to fix the wound while refusing to release the blade. Maybe the real question isn't, God, why haven't you taken this away from me? Maybe the question is, why am I still holding it? Why am I gripping this offense? Why am I gripping this habit? Why am I gripping this identity? Why am I gripping this fear, this pain? Why am I gripping disappointment? Why am I gripping something that is cutting me every day? Because here's the truth. God is not standing back because He doesn't care. He's standing there with open hands, ready, waiting. Not for perfection, not for performance, not for you to finally get your life together, just for surrender. And see, surrender feels scary because it feels like loss, right? But what if it's actually freedom? What if the thing you're afraid of releasing is the very thing keeping you captive? What if the breakthrough you've been praying for is sitting on the other side of an open hand? So here's the question that I want you to sit with today. Ponder on this. What is your blade? What is the thing you've been asking God to take away that you're still holding on to? What are you gripping so tightly that God can't remove it without your cooperation? And if you're honest, why? Why are you still holding it? Because the moment you finally open your hand, the moment you surrender what you've been protecting, the moment you surrender what you've been carrying, it may feel like loss in the moment, but maybe the beginning of freedom that you've been praying for all along is to just release it. See, the blade was never the problem. The grip is. So today, open your hand, let go, and trust God, who's been waiting to carry what was never yours to carry in the first place. Thanks, guys. Keep building.